Hey everyone, in today's video, I'm going to give you some advice on how to stop translating words in your head while speaking English. Translating words or sentences in your head while learning a new language can cause all sorts of issues. You don't sound as fluent as you could be. There's more than one word that works, which makes you question yourself if you've chosen the right one. It takes a long time for you to answer a question and can cause faults in your speaking exams, such as IELTS and job interviews. It's not fun for the person you're talking to wait for a response. I don't want to sound too cliche and say the only way to learn a new language is by reading books, watching TV, your favorite series or movies on Netflix, or by listening to the news. They work. But let's take a look at other ways how to overcome these obstacles. So, here we are. 5 ways how to stop translating while speaking. Let's get to it. The first thing I want you to do is try to imitate a person who you think is a great speaker. Some of my favorite speakers are sport commentators, vloggers, and scientists such as Joe Rogan.
Well, I think the one thing that discipline definitely does help you with is it helps you get things done. And when you get things done, when you actually do things, you have more success. If you have more success, and sometimes a big part of success is just not being lazy and just doing it.
Yeah.
That's like 90% of it is just showing up. Get there and start working. Like, you're not going to feel perfect every day. If I only worked out when I felt good, I'd be a fat because there's a lot of days I don't want to do it. It's pretty much the same with everybody that actually gets good at something. There's got to be those days you push through, and they're probably going to be more numerous than the days you don't. And so the benefit of discipline in my eyes has always been that through discipline I get things done.
Joe Rogan. He's an American comedian, podcast host, and mixed martial arts color commentator. He has also worked as a television host and an actor. I like him because he's easy to listen to and he's easy to understand. Also, he's entertaining, brings up new topics to the table, and he's not afraid to ask questions. Mark Wiens. I'm sure he's one of the best food vloggers in the world. His passion and knowledge about food can be seen and felt by his followers as he describes everything with such intricate details and emotions.
Okay, another dish I can't wait. Let's move on to the shrimp. And again, this is one of the most spectacular half-moon just display platters of shrimp that I've ever seen. I love that display. All of them just lined up. Some of them are huge. And I'm gonna take this one right in the center here because it has the most goodies on top. But look at the size of this and that glaze that it's created. Let's peel off some of this shell. And I think you can actually eat some of that shell too because it's pretty crispy. It's fried with a little bit of flour so that you can chew through it, I think. But I'll probably peel off most of it. Look at that meat. If you pull off the head, probably the juices will run and you'll see some of the red oil tamale come out of it. Here we go.
I'm sure if you watch some of his videos, it'll motivate you to explore other types of cuisines and step out of your comfort zone. But you will definitely feel hungry. Warning! If you're trying to lose weight or stay away from late night snacks, try not to watch his videos before bedtime. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Today than ever before. And I think one way to measure that is if you had a time machine and you presented it to a black person and a woman and said, is there a time in the past where you would rather go?
Physicist, planetary scientist, author, and science communicator. He's knowledgeable, talkative, and overall a great communicator. He connects with millions of people. One trick he uses is he keeps his sentences short, which he believes is best for communication. Which brings me to my second point. Keep your sentences short. Tyson couldn't have made a better observation from memorable historic speeches. Throughout history, great communicators understood the power of brevity, or also known as shortness. More than 2,000 years ago, Aristotle, the father of persuasion, argued that sentences should be kept short, so they're easy to read and easy to say out loud. Many of the most memorable speeches, such as Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address and Thomas Jefferson's Declaration of Independence, were written in short bursts, but had a huge impact. So, if you want people to listen to your ideas, keep your words simple and sentences short. Keep building mental muscle. Like any new skill, training your brain to think differently takes time. But the more you practice thinking realistically, the more mental muscle you'll build. In addition, your brain can undergo physical changes that will help you permanently think differently. So, remember, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Go to the settings of your favorite apps and change it to that language you're trying to learn. For instance, when I was learning how to speak Thai, I moved from New York to Thailand and was completely surrounded by Thai. I couldn't understand anything, but the situation forced me to learn, and eventually I got the hang of it. Now, not all of us can move to a different country where we're forced by situation. So let's change something about ourselves and how we spend our free time on our smartphones. Open your favorite apps like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and that app where people act funny and dance very seductively. Oh yeah, TikTok. Anyway, change the language to the new language you want to speak and force yourself to learn. I know you can't stay away from your smartphones, so this suggestion really works. And finally, last but not least, get out of your comfort zone.
Thank you.
And test these suggestions other than from the comfort of your own home. This may be the hardest step, but there are so many options for you to train yourself to become a better communicator. Speaking clubs like Toastmasters, online speaking clubs, basically anywhere that allows others to listen to you speak will be the best choice for you to begin your journey to learning a new language. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Native speakers make mistakes. It's something that can't always be avoided. Once you pass this obstacle, then you can start molding yourself into the speaker that you strive to be. Anyway, that's it for today. I know it's a lot, but if you could improve something about yourself, even if it's minuscule and doesn't seem like much, then you've done a great job. Becoming a great speaker takes years of practice, but everyone needs to start somewhere. Leave a comment below, and if you have any questions or even suggestions, I'd love to hear from you. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, please click that subscribe button and press the bell icon so you can get notified when our next video comes out. See you all later. สวัสดีครับ